Oh man, what's good, humble fan vlog? You know, I mean, it's not Excuse my French, please. Yo, I'm kind of nervous here. It's been a minute. You get me? There's a lot going on here. Boom, let's get it. What's good, humble blue? I forgot my own opening line, bro. That's crazy work. I haven't done this in almost over a year, bro. Let's do it again. What's good, Humble Beast Podcast? What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Humble Beast Podcast. I know it's been a minute since I dropped something, but you gotta take care of yourself first. You gotta take care of your mental before you just sit out here and try to put this facade and send out these messages as though you're doing good. You know, you gotta make sure you yourself is well. You know, you gotta make sure you're good. And I have a mic now in front of me. I hope it's working. If it's not working, we're gonna have a problem. So, yeah. Today is very interesting. I really, we get a whole different setup. It's just me now, and I don't have a cameraman, and my camera moves with me. So you know what I'm saying. So we teed up, but yeah. Yeah. Today's interesting. I low-key forgot what I was gonna talk about, but I'm gonna remember it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. 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 So right here we have Bibles. Where's my other one? I don't know what my other one is. That's bad. I should know. It's in the bathroom, I think. Let's just say it's in the bathroom. Yeah, it should be in the bathroom. Don't ask me why it's in the bathroom, but it's in there. So yeah. I was in the bathroom doing my due diligence. You get me? And then I thought about a topic that I talked to my brother about it yesterday. It's about Moses, and it was interesting because that's what was talked about at church yesterday. And church yesterday was church was churching yesterday. Church was churching yesterday. That's the second time because I got prayed for. I think October 4th. You feel me? I got prayed for on October 4th. And then what I felt, I've never felt before. And then to yesterday at church is the second time I got prayed for again. And I felt what I felt yesterday. But yeah, the first day that happened, I wasn't in church though. So I was confused. I was like, man, why is this? Excuse my French. I'm trying not to cuss. I got the Holy Bible and the Quran right next to me. So there's a lot at stake here. Boom. So yeah, this didn't happen at church, so I was just shocked at the fact that it happened, and it wasn't even planned. It was just a whole beautiful thing that happened. It just like it was not planned, bro. And I just like the way I like the way it unfolded. I like the way it revealed itself revealed itself to me and to the person that did it for me. So I'm very grateful for that to have experienced that. To me personally, the way I felt is like it was definitely. It was better than sex, to be honest. How I felt, what I felt that day, I felt it to an extreme. What I felt yesterday was the same thing I felt, but not to that extreme. Which is why I'm a bit conflicted. Which is why this podcast is going to be titled Doubt. Which is why I'm going to write it down so that I don't forget. Doubt, right? We're going to talk about doubt today, bro. And let me write that down. I don't know how to spell it, but I'm just going to put doubt. Because I don't know how to spell, so don't mind me, please. Leave me alone. I don't have problems in One Piece. Daoud. I literally spelled Daoud. Boom. Yeah. It's a lot on my mind. I'm trying to make sure I finish my thought before I move on to the next, because I don't want to confuse you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't feel to that extreme, man. If I could describe it, I would describe it like it was definitely better than sex for me. That's how I could describe it, because for the longest I thought you can't get that type of feeling unless you have sex, right? That's what I thought, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people out there who think the same, who might think like in the way I do. I'm here to tell you that once you choose to lock in and switch and do research and on theology and go out on your own, expand your horizon, you will find out that sex is not the only thing that can make you feel like you're high on cloud nine and you about to. Yeah, because that sex feeling is only like 5 seconds. But that feeling that I got was crazy intense feeling that went on for almost 45 minutes, and we got interrupted. I was sick. We got interrupted. I was like, but it's my fault because I had my driver waiting outside on me, and I wasn't supposed to be there for that long. Then he called me like, yo, we gotta go. I was like, yeah. But yeah, I'm just grateful I got to experience that for that amount of time, and then I'm just grateful that I got to experience it again at church, which is interesting. Like, I've never experienced it at church, but if my first time experiencing it wasn't at church, and my second time experiencing that was at church, and there's a lot going on in my mind, and today we're gonna talk about that. First thing first, right now I'm in a stage of my life where I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better person. I mean, if you know me, you see me outside, you're gonna be like, well, you posted a YouTube video on this side and the third. Yeah, I'm human. Like, I got feelings too. Like, you can't just sit here and insult me. I can only turn turn the other cheek so many times. I know it says in the Bible, turn the other cheek. I can only turn it so many times. And what you guys need to understand is I'm not God. He's the all omnipotent, the Almighty, the Most High. Like I can't even begin to I can't me. I have a limit. He doesn't. He's the Almighty, the omnipotent, the Waymaker. So he can turn his cheek, but he can turn his cheek so many times, and you will not bother him. But me, on the other hand, I am not the omnipotent. I am not perfect. I am made in His image, but I can only turn my cheek for so long, which is why I'm really heavy on like working on yourself and praying that he eases, calms your heart, takes all that anger away. You understand? That's why I pray all the time. I pray now a lot more now and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. Also, I'm not here to look like I'm a good person. I'm not here to bash anybody. Please, I am a student. I am a servant. I am learning. Please teach me. Everything I'm about to talk to you about right now, off the head, I'm going to recite some verses from the Bible, like Moses. My main topic right now we're going to talk about is Moses. You feel me? So, but I have my tablet here just in case I can't find a verse. So I'm just going to go to tablet and ChatGPT, and ChatGPT going to tell me what the story of Moses. I'm familiar with the story of Moses, but not to that extent. So yeah, no, I'm not. I don't. Please don't watch my video and think I think I'm better than you, or oh yeah, this guy, oh he's trying to make fun of me, this and the third. No, I'm the most flawed person you will ever meet. I'm very flawed in ways unimaginable. And you don't realize how flawed you are until you're around people who want better for you. Until you're around people who are already doing better than you. Then you're around people who you want to become, and then you realize how flawed you are when you start to when you in pursuit of enlightenment or betterment of oneself. So yeah, please don't look at me and yeah, please, and teach me as well. Like, if you have any, please talk in the comments. My podcast is not a religion podcast. I'm not about to sit here and be like George Jenko or girls going to Bible or this, that, and the third. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to just speak my mind and ask questions. Like I'm confused just like you, bro. Like I said, I'm a servant. Understand? I'm here to learn. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I'm not better than you, bruv. I'm not better than you, bruv. I'm not better than you. In fact, you probably are better than me right now. Yeah, you're better than me. And I'm trying to learn from you guys. I'm not less than, I'm not more than, I'm not above you. It's essentially what I'm trying to get at. So with that being said, you guys might watch my videos, my old podcast videos, and be like, well, he was saying this, he was doing that, he was yada yada yada. Yeah. I'm not perfect, bro. Like, I'm human. It's called evolve. Like, I've evolved from that 2 years ago, me humble versus now. Like, I've learned to sit with my the name now. I've learned to like really sit in it and like go into depth to figure out what it really means. And like, I think I'm at a stage where I'm getting better at embodying that. I think I've always embodied that my whole life, and that's why I didn't even pick of the name, the Humble Beast. Humble was just a random. Humble, somebody just gave it to me on Instagram. Somebody said Humble Beast on Instagram, and I was like, I like that. We're going with that because I was already in the process of rebranding. So I'm like, okay, we definitely we're running with that for sure. So yeah, that's what happened. Um, yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about church yesterday. Let's talk about church. Yeah, yesterday I went to church, and I walked in. Not gonna lie, I my body went numb. My heart felt like it was on fire. Like I felt fire. I felt heat on my heart. I went numb. I couldn't really breathe. You feel me? Like you get me. I was having a hard time breathing, so I had to go to the bathroom to collect myself, and then because my heart was heavy. Like so I like boom. I walk in, whoop the whoop. I sit down in the front row, and I open my Bible. I just listen to the pastor. The pastor, but I think his name is Pastor Ron. He is. I go to Mount Olivet Baptist. If you wanna come, I gotta talk to Pastor Ron because this guy is like, he talks like he hasn't talked like your traditional pastor. He goes kind of off script. He talks more like a person, like how I kind of I'm talking to you, and oftentimes he shares his own stories. Like I've experienced this, I did this happened, boom, boom, boom. You can go, oh, you're human, because oftentimes we tend to like, for me personally, I want to speak for myself. I look at the pastor as like I almost look at the pastor as God, like because he can't make mistakes. That's on me. You feel me? I looked at him like that. I shouldn't, which was wrong with me. I should not be looking at another human being in that manner, but I was, and for that, God forgive me. So, yeah, Pastor Ron, yeah, he was a very good pastor. Yesterday was all about breakthrough and letting go and breaking bondages and whatever is holding you back and things of that nature. That's what yesterday was all about. And what's interesting is I have this verse on my table, Isaiah 9, Isaiah 1:9. Isaiah, where'd you go? Isaiah, Isaiah, I swear I have it on my table. Isaiah, don't do this. Isaiah, oh, Isaiah, Isaiah, Isaiah. I thought Isaiah left my table, bro. I got Isaiah. Yeah, someone gave me the sticker, religion stickers, and I took one out. I stick it on my Bible. I like this one the most. I like this one a lot. It says, no, not Isaiah, Joshua. My bad. Please excuse my French. I apologize. This is Joshua 1:9, and it reads, "Have I not commanded you? Right? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Let me read it again. "Have I not commanded you? Be strong of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And this right here has been on my table for I say 2 weeks, and I go to church. I'm going to church. Then this Sunday, that's what they touched upon, and I've been touching upon this for a minute. Like this is what I be talking about people about. I be talking about it, and like it talks that to me it's like in tough this, bro. Whatever you going through, whatever you are going through, your God, Yahuwah, Allah, you feel me? He has commanded you to be strong and be courage. For he is your God. He is with you wherever you go. He is with you wherever you go, bro. Essentially, to me, that just means like, bro, all these tough times that you may be facing or that you may be going through, he wouldn't put you in a situation that you can't handle. He wouldn't put you he wouldn't send he wouldn't send anything towards you that you can't handle, bruv. And Joshua 1 just literally proves it. And he's saying, basically it's talking about having faith. So let's talk about Daniel in the lion's den. When Daniel was facing it with the lions by himself, he didn't lose faith, bro. He stayed strong. Bro. Because it's faith. See, now this faith right here is like talking about, like, you know how he says we walk by faith and not by sight. This is literally what I think about all the time when I read this. Because whatever you're going through, you may think God is not there, like God is not helping you, this and the third. But he literally says, I am with you wherever you go. Be not dismayed, for I am your Lord. I am with you wherever you go. I've commanded you. I mean, that means you have the power. Like, he has already written that for you. He has commanded you. It's a question he asked. He said, have I not commanded you to be strong and of good courage? It's a question mark, which means it's already out there. Which means that the way you talk will really help you get out the situations that you are. It will dictate how the situation that you're in goes, because he has already commanded you, and that's why we have agency. So he has already commanded you. You can either talk and can either look at and go talk to God and ask him to help you and guide you, or you can lean on your own understanding and say, God is not here for me. He doesn't care for me. He has already forgotten me. So it doesn't really matter what I do, because like at the end of the day, he forgot about me. Whole time he said, I am with you wherever you go. I am you for your Lord. I am with you wherever you go. Do not be discouraged, and do not be with good courage and be strong. He has already commanded you to be that. That means that it's already within you. You just have to tap in. That's what that means, and that's what the church, he touched upon that. He was talking about that. I was like, it just gave me like, I was just like, goodness gracious, like, Picasso, I like that, yeah, yeah. So that just hit me. I was like, wow, like, the man's really talking to me right now. And then that happened, and then church is over, and then I'm sitting down. I'm like, my heart kind of pounding still. My heart is heavy. Like, I'm feeling heat. You ever felt heat? I feel heat in my heart. I feel heat, bro. My chest is heating up, bro. So I'm like, boom, yeah. Let's talk. Let's go get prayed for. So I sat down. I sat down and I collected my thoughts. As I was doing that, this old guy, I forgot his name. He's very nice and he's hard of hearing. He came up to me like, oh, I remember you. What's your name? And I was like, my name is Wood, yada yada yada. We're not going to disclose on here. And then he goes, last time you were here, you told me that something was wrong with your knee or your leg or this and the third. I was like, yeah, it was my Achilles. You know, it's feeling better now, but I'm still in the process of. It's a mental process now. It's because my Achilles is ready for me to run and put pressure on it, but I'm just scared that it's gonna pop because I popped it 3 times. Then he prayed for me for like a good 2 minutes, and then as he was praying for me, you know, my heart was heavy, but I can feel things getting lifted off my chest. And then one thing in the church that they talked about is like, whatever it is that you're feeling on your chest, whatever it is, or that hardship, that betrayal, this, that, and the third, the trials and tribulations, and your friendship, relationship, porn, addiction, whatever you may be with. Oh, let's talk about porn next. I said, hey, that might be my next topic. I'm gonna talk about that. Hold on. Yeah, write that down. Pen, where are you? Paper, where are you? Okay. Excuse me. Hold on. Give me 1 second, bro. Man, that's gonna be a tough one. I already have a video about the porn thing. I never posted it. But yeah, I keep getting off topic. I forgot what I was getting at. But yeah, as he was praying for me, then the pastor was talking about, yeah, like the whatever you may be battling with, dealing with, breaking. So yesterday's like church, the sermon was all about breaking bondages, being free and liberated from anything that's holding you back, breaking the shackles, whatever it is that's holding your destiny and holding your happiness and future hostage. It was all about breaking that, and becoming free of that. You understand? And so that's just was liberating just to hear that. And then we prayed, and then after that, I went to get extra prayers, and then I was walking towards this lady. This lady had prayed for somebody else that I know last week. And the closer I got to her, the more I felt like the heat in my chest became greater. The closer I got to her, because I was trying to avoid her. So, but when I walk, and I got close to it, and the heat just like kept radiating even harder and harder. It got bigger and stronger, and I was like, all right, cool. And then she locked eyes with me, and she smiled at me, and I was like, okay, we're doing this. So, boom. I go over there. I go and I stand there, and then she's like, "Wow, you're a big one." I was like, so me personally, essentially, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it to myself right for right now. So yeah, she said talk to me, but my voice is very mellow. You feel me? I may have like people say I have a deep voice, but it's also mellow. That's what people tell me. Because in my head, I'm loud right now. I feel very loud, which is why when I talk to people, I be very mellow. Because in my head, I just hear a bass. I'm thinking you can hear me. And so she tells me like I'm having a hard time hearing you, and so you have to speak up. And she comes closer, like, what are you saying? Like, what can I pray for you for? And I was like, I just want to pray. I just want you to pray. Like, I just need prayers for like protection, peace. I want God to soften my heart and ease my heart, take away the pain and this, that, and the third, and take away the anger from me. I want to be a good person. I don't want to be dishonest. I don't want to be dishonest anymore. I don't want to have to accommodate what I'm telling you so that your feelings don't get hurt. Because then that's it. That's in of itself already a lie. The fact that I have to accommodate and like alter what I'm about to tell you, because I know if I want to tell you the truth, your feelings are gonna get hurt. So my intentions isn't to just lie to you. If you mean it was just like I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so which is why. But then again, that's not an excuse. I'm making it sounds like an excuse. So I'm not gonna, we're gonna leave it to the side. We're gonna leave it to the side. So boom, yeah. So yeah, I told her about that, and then I told her that I just, I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to be a better man. I want to pray for strength and motivation to keep coming to church, keep reading the Bible, keep seeking wisdom, and want to learn more about God, and this, that, and the third, and just like stay strong. And the biggest one that I told her was lust. That should be my next topic, lust. There's so many good things. I got so much stuff I gotta say about lust, bro. Like, I learned so much about lust, bro. Like, I might have to do another part, because I don't want this to be too long. I want to keep it short. We at 22 minutes right now. I want it to be short. But yeah, lust, anyways, yeah, I told him lust is my biggest thing, and she was like, okay, bet I'm gonna pray for you. She said I don't know where to start, because she felt my chest, and she could feel what I was feeling and how heavy it was. I could feel her hand feel it every time she could feel like what I was feeling, and I knew she could feel it, because I can tell when she was about to. She put her hand on my chest, and she was like, She didn't even. Usually they just hold you or hold your hands and start praying, but this woman didn't know what to do. She's like, okay. She's like, okay. I'm just going to let the Lord take over, because this is heavy. I don't know. I don't even know where to start. This is heavy, so I'm just going to let the Lord take over. I said, okay, sounds good. And she gets to it. She started praying. Boom, my heart. And all this stuff on my chest that was beating was eased. It was calmed. My heart was calmed. My pain was eased. You understand? Like, and then she started crying, and I was like, I didn't cry though. I'm gonna tell you, it gets interesting. So yeah, I didn't cry. I don't know why I didn't cry, because the other time I got prayed for, it wasn't at church. I was in tears, bro. The connection was so strong. The feeling that I was feeling was so strong. I wanted to run away. Understand? I wanted to run away, but this person held me and told me it's okay, which is what kept me there. I was like, I didn't want to run, because he was like, but I felt weak, bro. I couldn't stand. I was like, I can't. No, bro. I'm tweaked, bro. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Yeah. So the feeling that I felt was intense. It was very intense feeling. So yeah, I did shed tears then, like a lot. I was shocked, because I haven't shed tears in like ages. I haven't shed tears in ages. Oh, you're working? Really? All I gotta do is, oh wow, okay. Wait, so okay, cool. But my thing just stopped working. But I think because I put a thumbs up and I put it. What's my fingers? Okay, boom. Yeah, I haven't felt anything of that that intense, bro. Because I didn't want to run away because it didn't feel good. It felt good. I just was like, not even run away. Like I couldn't. I was like, I don't even describe what I felt in that moment. Like I just know, like maybe I was looking for comfort. Maybe perhaps I was looking for it. I was trying to see if this person would actually let me go. And the fact that this person let like hold on to me and then hold me there still like strong and like tell me everything was gonna be smooth. You know, it kind of represents what I've been doing my whole life. When stuff gets hard, stuff hits the fan, when I mean stuff, I'm talking about relationship wise. I'm talking about like with friends and families and stuff like that. When it gets hard, I isolate. I'm good. I want to be with myself. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to be when it comes to talking about my emotions, my feelings, and things of that nature. I'm taking off. But I appreciate the fact that this person held me there, because then now because what it really taught me is like in real life when don't run away from talking about your emotions, because I run away. I used to run away. And then that right there, it's in of itself, like I'm thinking about it right now, is very profound. It's very prophetic, because and after that happening in my life, now I'm able to talk about my emotions and things that I'm dealing with and this, that, and the third, without being scared of being judged, being afraid of how people are going to perceive me. Doesn't that's because I thought it would make me weak, but then I seen how I started to think about it, like, do you know how much strength it takes to open up to somebody and tell them like, yo, what you did hurt me? It takes a lot of strength and courage and vulnerability and trust. And yeah, I'm getting to that point now, so which is good, and I'm happy. Like I'm happy, bro. Wallahi, yeah. So, uh, yeah. So the lady started praying for me. When she prayed, she's like, she cried, bro. She was crying. I seen tears come out. I was like, I couldn't look at her. She's like, no, look at me. I was like, I looked at her. She said, this is heavy. Like this is strong. What you're feeling, you shouldn't have to feel like this. Like it's heavy on your heart. I don't know what she said, the environment you're in, or a person or friends or anything, whoever is making you whatever, or whoever is making you feel like this. You need to remove yourself physically, because God can only put it on your heart. But you have to do the rest. You have to do the rest of the work. You can't sit there and pray to God and just sit there and do nothing. A dream without action is like a boat on sand. You're not going anywhere, cuz, which is essentially what she was saying. Like you can pray. At the end of the day, you're going to do the action. You're going to take the action to move to make sure that whatever it is that you're looking for, reveal itself in your life. That's what you're going to do. So she started crying and like she said I want to see you again. And then boom, what's interesting about that whole day was like the fact that the whole day was that the sermon was about basically cleansing and letting go of all the shackles or anything that's holding you back in life, and holding your future, your destiny, your career, your success hostage. It was all about breaking free from that. And then so usually when I walk outside and it's raining, my initial reaction is to run to the car. And yesterday, I don't know why, but I walked slow in the rain. It was raining. I walked very slow in the rain, and then I got to the edge of the edge of the sidewalk, and then I looked up and I let the rain like slide off my face, like hit my face and hit my body and slide off. Like then I got home. I'm like, bro, it's very interesting how that happened. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into it, but I felt like that was the final stage of finishing the sermon. It was being cleansed, like being cleansed of everything. That rain wiped me of everything that I've been holding on and had been holding me hostage. You know, so I just thought that was interesting yesterday, and yeah, boom. So I'm getting to the car. I get in my car. I turn up on. I'm like, cool. I pull out. I hit the first right. I said, oof. My nose at the edge. I'm like, who's cooking onions in here, bro? I'm driving. I hit the first light, and then I'm like, I can't do this. And I'm driving. So I hit the third block. I'm like, oh, and I'm playing like gospel music in the background. So I got the whole thing. I turned it all the way up. And I'm like, then I started to tear up. I'm like, oof, my God, man. I know you see me. I know you see this, man. I know you see this, man. Come on, man. I know you see me, man. So we just started chopping it up, and I was for tears. You feel me? Tears sliding down my face, which is good. You have to let your tears come down your face. You have to, as a man, you have to let. Oh, I got so much to talk about. Oh my god, bro! I got a whole bunch of stuff in my notes. Why have I not? You know what? You know what? I'm glad I took this long to start doing this podcast. I'm glad I took a break because I've been waiting for guests. I'm like, I gotta have guests on my podcast. I gotta do this, bro. I'm the guest. I bring the energy. When I have a guest on here, I have to carry the conversation. I literally have to carry the conversation. This guest, they be like, bro, come on, bro. When you come, if you wanna be a guest on my show, bro, you know what? I'm not looking for guests, bro. I'm cool. Like, let's do it. No gimmick. Come on. Yeah. I got so much to talk about. But yeah, I keep looking. Let's get back on topic. Boom. Yeah. So I'm driving home. I'm in tears. I'm teared up and playing the music, and I'm on some Denzel stuff. You heard? I let the tears come down my face. I didn't touch them. I'm like, cool. You gonna slide on your own, and you gonna dry up on your own, and you gonna be smooth on your own. You gonna so boom. Boom. The tears come down my face. You heard? So I'm like I'm driving home all day. Like I'm driving home. I get home. I pull in. I park. I get inside the house. Then I text gang. I text Chris. I'm like, ooh, let me chill. I text gang Chris. And Chris, I chop it up with Chris. I said my voice. Oof. Chris, my gang, yo. We keep gang. Chris gang, bro. But we started talking about what happened. We started talking about the Bible. We started talking about life. We started opening up to me and telling me this, that, and the third. I was like, wow, you really are like spiritual. You really spiritual. Why do you be downplaying yourself? We had a really deep introspective conversation for like at least an hour or some change. And then we just bounced off ideas about what we think or this, that, and the third. And then, church was interesting. Yeah, church was good yesterday. Which brings back to my topic, doubt. Let me just get to the point and finish this. I want to cut it off. I don't want to pass 35. Okay, cool. So, let's talk about Moses real quick. So yeah, it's the doubt because again I have doubt in my mind, and oftentimes religious people make it seem like it's when you have a doubt on your mind, it's of the devil. You understand? It's of the devil. Like God wouldn't put doubt on your mind. God wouldn't do that. God wouldn't do this. Oh, that's the devil. Why are you doing that? Why are you thinking like that? Oh, God wouldn't put that on your... Bro, I am human. God made me. What I'm thinking is nothing he hasn't already thought. You understand? He already knew I was going to have these thoughts. You understand? That's why it's important to be your own person. Don't sit here and take what I'm telling you and run with it and go tell somebody else. What I want you to do is if you're going to sit here, listen, right? And then do your own research. Fact check me. I'm not usually like talk to me, educate me, help me. You understand? Like I'm here to learn. I'm your servant. Teach me, help me, direct me where I can go. So when you direct me, I'm gonna go do my own research. I'm not gonna sit here and take what you say and run with it. I'm not about to do that. You understand? And that's why a lot of people get misguided and misinformed. Because a lot of people nowadays are very misguided and they only believe in one thing. And their perspective is so one-sided and very skewed on everything. Because like me, I'm multi-perspective. You understand? That's a big English proverb. So I gotta write that down somewhere. Multi-perspective. I don't even think that's it. Yo, I feel smart after saying that. I'll take that, but hold on, I'm guessing myself. Multi-perspective. Like I think inside the box, under the box, on top of the box, in the corner of the box. I move the box out the way and look what's behind the box. Like you gotta think 3D, cause you gotta think 3D, bro. Every angle there is, you gotta think like, bro. You have to think. Wallahi, you have to think. You have to use your head. So yeah, again, P. That's why I really don't. When I have conversation with people who are very religious, like they take everything to offense. Like they get mad. Why you getting mad? Like you're supposed to be here representing God. And one thing I want to say is like, I'm not even mad at you no more. I'm not even mad at anybody anymore. Anybody that come across and they tell me this, that, and the third, I'm not even mad at them because I'm like, that's your perspective. That's what you were taught. And that's all you know. It's sad that you didn't want to go out on your way to expand your horizon. It's really sad. But but again, I'm not about to sit here and bash you for that. As long you think you're doing the right thing. Like, so you're being misled. So I'm not mad at you. You understand? But please be open-minded. I'm African. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff. I lived in Africa my whole life. I've seen things, bro. I've seen things to this day that it hits me, it comes to me, and I'm like, did this really happen? Like, I'm doubting myself. It was crazy, crazy work. I only lived there for 11 years. I can only imagine what my mom, dad, my brothers, my brother's mom, and my brother's dad, what they experienced. It was crazy experience. I would love to have my brother's mom and dad on the podcast. That would be so crazy. Oof. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen things, bro. So so being raised African and being in an African household, my mind is very multi-perspective. I have questions. My mind is very curious. I'm asking questions on everything and everything that you bring up to me. I want to know. I'm very curious. So, to somebody who's very religious and is very like one-dimensional perspective type of person, yeah, they're gonna get mad at me and they're gonna tell me, "Oh, you're the devil." And that me, I'm on the spectrum. Don't tell me that because I'm on them like, yeah, I'm the devil. Yeah, I'm good. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to traumatize you guys. I'll take that, bro. I'm on the spectrum. Don't do me like that, bro. I done told you. You call me the devil, I'm gonna tell. I am the devil. Now what? Hey, what? Come on, I'm not. Come on, man. I know words are electromagnetic vibration, but I'm just. We just banter. We just make it banter. You heard? So, yeah, so that you understand my multi-perspective is I always ask questions on everything I read it. Everything you read in the Bible, if you're not questioning it, if you're not questioning everything you're reading in the Bible, I am questioning you. Because you have to be your own person. You have to be your own person. You have to go out of your way to like experience these things. You reading the Bible is cool, it's calm, and it's nice, but what I found interesting is how people tell you stories. Because I'm gonna use me as an example. So I was telling a story about Moses, which I'm about to tell you right now. When I hear the story of Moses, I hear it with pictures and images. So when I talk to somebody, I'm gonna use my hands as though I was there, as though I experienced it. You understand? Oftentimes people talk about it like they were there. Like when they read the story of Moses or the story of Jacob and Leah and Rachel and what happened, or Mordecai or David and Goliath. People are going to talk about that story. They're going to tell the way they're going to tell you about the story is as if they were there in that moment when it was happening. You understand? My biggest thing for me is like reading the word, and then asking God to reveal the word to me, to reveal what I'm reading. Like I want to experience it, so I want to have my own testimony. Understand? I want it to manifest in my life, so I can have my own testimony. However, I don't want those demonic stuff to manifest. I want the other good stuff to manifest. You understand? Like, I want the other good stuff to manifest. I don't want no demonic stuff to manifest in my life. I want a good, beautiful testimony, yo. So, yeah, So I'm gonna tell you the story of Moses. So, boom, it's a very short story. Boom. So, story of Moses. Moses is when Moses was fishing with his peoples, right? And then it was I believe there was a storm. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not remembering this correctly, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I believe there was a storm, and out of the storm, Jesus came walking on water. Right? When Jesus came and walking on water, people were scared, like, "Who is he? What is that? Oh my, yeah." And then Moses says, "Who are you?" And he says, "I'm Jesus." And then Moses said, "I bet if you're Jesus, then bring me to you, make me walk to you, make me walk to you." And then Jesus said, "Come, walk." And then Moses went and walked. Moses said, "Okay, cool." He got up out the boat, started walking on water towards Jesus. But as he was walking towards Jesus, he just so happened to sink. He sinked because he was doubting. He had no faith. He was not walking but he was walking by sight and not by faith. You understand? And then boys in the middle. Yeah. And so what happened was, listen to this part. This is the part that I need you to pay attention to. So when Moses started to sink, Jesus walked to Moses, grabbed Moses, saved him from drowning, and then time to be calm. And then Moses started again, was standing there. And then Jesus asked him, "Why do you doubt me?" Why do you doubt? Why did you doubt? Why do you doubt me? Right? And when I read it, I can't remember what chapter that is. I don't got time. I mean, I can make time. I should have already had it out so I can read it to you guys. I should have. I'm gonna get better. Okay. Well, he asked him, why do you doubt me? You understand? So I want you to pay attention to that. Because when I'm reading it and I hear Jesus ask him, why do you doubt me? I hear somebody who's multi-dimensional, multi-perspective. Somebody who's just curious. He's not angry at the fact that you doubted him. He's not mad. He's not bashing you. He's not asking you in a negative way. He is genuinely curious because he's curious. Like, man's curious. Like, why do you doubt me? You understand? Why do you doubt me? Like, it's a curiosity. But what I want you to understand, what I want you to put attention on, is the fact that he asked them that after he helped him, after he picked him up. His first reaction wasn't to be like, why you doubt me? No, he went to help him, picked him, give him a helping hand, picked him up, make sure he was good, and then asked him, why did you doubt? Why did you doubt me? And that right there, that imagery is very profound to me, because oftentimes I've asked questions and it's driven me away. They say the life and death lies in the power of the tongue, and I believe that it's been manifesting in my life. You understand? Because that has pushed me away. The meaning life and death lies in the power of the tongue, which means you can either kill somebody's desire to want to know about God, or want to learn you, or want to understand you, or you can either nourish it, nurture it, and help it grow. You understand? Water it. You can do either or, which is what I'm saying. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Because what happened to me in my life is that people, I want to talk about God to people. I want to ask questions. But when I ask questions, it's too multi-dimensional, it's just too, it's out of this world. Essentially, what I'm saying, it's unorthodox questions that people don't like. Why would you ask that? So that the reaction, them talking to me like that, kind of like pushed me away from everyone and talking to anybody about God. Besides, the only person I had to talk to was God, which is the best person to talk to, and myself. So who better to talk to? Who the better people to talk to besides you and God? Right? So yeah, then I started talking to myself, because everybody started calling me the devil because I asked a question about God, and I was like, why would God do this? If you understand? And then instead of offering me, instead of helping me like God didn't bash Moses. He offered him a helping hand. He stand him up. He made sure he was good, and then he asked him, why do you doubt me? Like the same thing, bro. If you don't have an answer, it's okay. I don't need you to have an answer. If you don't have one, it's okay. We can do research on this and try to find out the answer. Like, we're not gonna have the answer. We can do research. We can pray. We can talk to more people. That's why we gotta have different perspectives. When you get different perspectives, because God talks to you, answers prayers to different people, to all types of people, all the time, especially strangers. Pay attention to the interactions that you have with strangers. Pay attention, because God has answered my prayers through random people. I'm standing on the side of the road, and somebody just came up to me. Yeah. Oftentimes, I'm looking for a yes or no, and I'm talking to somebody, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and then I say yes. I hear them say, yes, it's a good idea. I think you should do it. I just walk off, and one day it just hit me. I'm like, wait, hold on, what? I was in mid conversation. I was like, wait, what? Whoa. Yeah. Again, like if you don't want to kill somebody's desire wanting to learn God, or want to know more about God or the Bible or your religion or this and the third, I would highly advise you to not burn the desire to learn. I would advise you to first, when you have questions, I would advise you to offer a helping hand, which means just help them understand like what you believe in and why you believe in what you believe in. Like, don't get offended just because I choose to go a different route. Like, I just like, help me understand what you believe in, and then I can make my own choice. So then only then can I walk in faith and not by sight. And yeah, so that's I think we've reached the end of that. I didn't intend for this to be this long, but it ended up being this long, so we're gonna have to deal with the fact that it's this long. So I might just post this raw on Facebook, on YouTube, just the way it is. I want to just post it raw, bro. I don't know. I might just have to. I mean, we're just gonna post it raw. I don't feel like editing the video. because I feel like my energy throughout the whole video was very through the roof, and I just want to say, after having this after doing this podcast, it was heavy on my chest, and taking it off my chest, I feel better. I feel good. I can breathe again. I feel like God just breathed life back into me. I feel as though yeah. Let's finish off. I would like to finish off this one with a prayer, and I'm learning how to pray, so please don't judge me. But if you do, I forgive you, because forgive them for they do not know, and that's why I disclose. I'm learning. Dear God, thank you for allowing me to come here on the podcast and be vulnerable with whoever wants to watch my video, and just tell them about share my experience and my perspective on God and on you and what I've experienced in my life since I've decided to go out and look for you. I just pray that this video people receive it with love. It's coming from a place of love. I hope that people can see the video and understand that it's coming from a place of love. If they don't, that's okay. I pray that you soften their heart and you open their minds so they can be more open to different perspectives of the world and religion and things of that nature, because it's out there. I'm not going to sit here and act blind as though there isn't different religions and different perspective and all of this, that, and the third. Everybody has, at the end of the day, like, I just want this video to be out here and to be perceived. I want them to know that it's coming from a place of love, and I just want to bless whoever. I want to pray and bless for whoever is watching this video. I want to say your breakthrough is coming. Keep your head up. God has got you. Joshua, remember Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you to be strong and of good courage? Do not, for the Lord is with you wherever you go. Remember that. I butchered it, but just remember that. Okay. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah. So my body's getting hot. But yeah, boom. With that being said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't let me know what you want to see more. Don't comment. Don't like, don't subscribe. Just leave me alone. Let me be. I want to use this as my diary. My diary. This is my diary. So please don't subscribe. Don't like. Don't comment. Wallahi, I know people think I'm joking. That's what's interesting about me. I'm just gonna cut it off because I'm gonna be here for a minute. But people be thinking I'm joking. When I say like. When I just said what I just said, I said what I just said, and I meant what I just said. I'm not trying to be, don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe. Please leave me alone. I want this to be my diary. But if you do, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? If you do as you wish, you have your own agency. Yes. Boom. Yeah, thank you for watching. You guys will be seeing more of me more often nowadays, and this is gonna be my setup for now. Yeah.